When is the right time to resign? Did you ever think about that? In this video you are going to learn, and I'm going to show you 5 of my games in order to understand when is the right time to resign your game. Here is my first game. I played against a player 1850 approximately on chess. This is his strength, and now we just continue with the opening. He played this one, and after that he didn't fell into the trap to play this move queen to f6. But in any case, he played this one. Now I played here. I'm threatening checkmate, the scholar's checkmate on f7. He managed to stop this one, and I played this move knight e2. It's very important because your opponent will have some threat, right? I created a threat here on f7, as you can see. He protected this one, and now he is threatening. He's threatening to play his knight on d4, attacking my queen and the pawn on c2. For that reason, I stop this idea. If he goes in the other way, then I can play bishop to b3, and after that I can kick away his knight. So we are continuing developing our pieces, and now after castling, I played this move bishop to g5. This is a very important move, and now as you can see, he is going to lose his knight on f6. He cannot do anything about that. He's going to lose the knight. Even if he just played king to g7, then I can play knight to d5, increasing the pressure, and this knight is gone. He cannot do anything about that. So it's a good time actually to resign here, because he's going to lose a knight, right? If you have below 1500 elo points, then you cannot understand it fully because you have a lot of pieces on the board, right? So you can continue playing. In general, you can resign when you can understand clearly that you are going to lose the game. And let's see what happened. After this move, he just captured here actually. Now sacrificing a piece for a pawn, I recapture with the queen, and now he played this move. He's hoping now that something will go wrong, but actually it's not going something wrong. Nothing will go wrong here because as you can see, on my strength it's not easy to go wrong. I can find some moves. Here I just calculated that I can take his queen. He will force to capture my queen. I can recapture the knight, and he can recapture the bishop. So we're just exchanging pieces. Nothing dramatically it happened. But in this position actually he just sacrificed a piece. Temporarily he would like to prolong the game, but in general he's a piece down and nothing changed in this situation. So after this I calculated the variation that I just mentioned, and here I had another idea. I said, wait a minute, this knight, what is this knight is doing here? I'm going to capture this knight as well on g4, and for that reason I played queen to h4, protecting my bishop, attacking his queen, forcing him to play something like that, and now I just played h3. And he cannot do anything about to save his knight right now, because I'm controlling the entry points here. He cannot go anywhere, and I'm controlling more squares of his knight. So he is going to lose his knight, right? This is another good moment to resign actually, because he's going to lose another piece. I'll have 2 pieces up. I'll be 2 pieces up. So he played this one, tried to capture my own bishop right now, tried to create a counter blow, and now after the strong move pawn takes, he realized that he cannot take because you can create a checkmate. So he played another move here. After this I just captured, and he just captured with the queen here. Of course I didn't capture queens, I can exchange queens here, after that capturing the pawn, and the position is easily winning, but I just captured there because I'm threatening checkmate. And again here, it's another good time to resign, because he cannot do anything in order to stop this checkmate. I'm threatening checkmate on h7 or here, and he just played this move. It is ridiculous to play such moves, right? Why you're doing that? It's like a kid crying to his mama to get a new toy, right? Or to get him an ice cream. And when is the last time that your mama say, no, I'm not going to buy anything to you, right? You have to understand the situation. Sometimes you're going to lose the game, and you're going to lose the game when you are going to sacrificing pieces or play inaccurate moves. And now he just played this one. I don't know what exactly he's hoping for, and I just capture, and now he resigns. This is very bad actually to resign in this position. This was 1800 elo player, and now I'm going to show you another game I played with 2150, another player. But before that, I'd like to show you something else. This is my website. You can go here on store, e-store, and there you can scroll down and you can see this one that says school. You can go there, and after that you can click here training program. Then you can see my available training programs, and this one particularly 1000 ELO. If you go here you can see two very important lessons, and in this one you are going to learn these very important lessons. You need to learn them very early during your chess career. The first one is how to handle the win. It's an article. How to react when you are winning, it's very important that. And after that you're going to see how to handle the loss. How you handle the loss here, what you should do. And many players don't understand what to do. When you're playing a game, actually, you should not just after losing just click the rematch button, right? You need to analyze this game. You need to see your errors. You can do it with your computer, or you can do it with a trainer or with a stronger player, actually, to understand your mistakes. And here we have another game. 2100 is his elo. The opening doesn't matter too much, actually. We played this one, he played that. Capture, recapture, I played this. He played queen on d3. He don't like to exchange more pieces, actually. And he played this one. Now he cannot castling because this bishop is very strong. And I played first of all c6. Now he played this one. Maybe in the future he can just jump forward with a knight, so I just eliminate it. This is not the best move, actually, but it's playable, not a big mistake. And now I played this one. I try to create a Scandinavian pawn structure, very important. I have a course about Scandinavian and a very detailed article. It's very important to understand this pawn structure because it's very solid and know how to play. Now he just castling. I played this one because in Scandinavian we would like to exchange the pieces, and I make little more difficult this breakthrough d5. It didn't happen during the game, but after that I can take, and now take this one. He can give a check, obviously, but I can run on f8. It's not something really bad because we are protecting everything, and after that I can just kick away his pieces. Or if he just capture here on d5, I can recapture. If he just take there, we have this very important move, queen g5 here, to exchange queens. And now black is a little better because we have an open file. We can put the king here, and black is better. This knight is very powerful in the center of the board. This didn't happen during the game, and in order to continue the game you need to play good moves. You need to understand the openings, and you need to calculate some moves ahead. You need to calculate his breakthroughs or what he is threatening. So here he played this one. He is threatening my pawn on g7. I played my knight there. He played queen here. I don't understand exactly why he played the queen on e3, to be sure. Maybe he would like to play something like a4. I played this one because I'm overprotecting the pawn and I'm creating a very strong square for my knight. He played this one. Maybe here he is hoping to play something like a4 and not to recapture with a knight. Maybe I'm going to recapture with a pawn and play something else, and then maybe he would like to capture the knight. This is his plan, actually. I can understand why he played like that. I played here, he played there, and now I played queen a5. Now things are becoming more difficult for white because I start threatening. What am I threatening? I'd like to capture here the knight, and after that to capture a pawn, actually, to create some problems, right? And he has some difficulties here, and now it's the moment that he is losing the game because he just sacrificed his rook on f5. Someone told him that you should attack, right? You should attack. But this player don't understand the positional ideas behind the game. He didn't have a very nice position right now. His pieces are not active, so he don't have the right to attack. He has to defend right now, and many people don't understand this one, and here he is playing crazy moves like this one. Capture, takes, now I take the knight, and after that I didn't enter the temptation to capture any of his pawns because I'm winning. I'm winning because I have rook against the bishop, so I have to stop his counterplay. I played this very nice move again, queen to g5, forcing him to exchange queens, and after that this position is winning for white. My computer said that this is +4 or 5, and you can understand that it's easily winning for black. For example, we can play something like that. We can take the pawn, or we can double our pieces in order to capture this pawn on h2, and he has real problems. He played d5, takes, long castling. Now he played this one, because if he just takes here, I can exchange rooks, and it will be even more difficult for him to fight the bishop against the rook. So he played this one, takes, I protected my pawn, and you can see how easily it is to win such positions. He played this one here, and I played a prophylactic move. Again, I didn't capture this pawn, it's not bad at all, but maybe he has some tricks like that. I cannot take with the king because my rook is hanging, and for that reason I played first of all this one, and now I'm threatening to capture the pawn, so he has to defend again. And when he is defending, he starts defending, he cannot do much things. I can continue building my position. He played this one, I played here, and he played king to b2. Maybe he would like to improve his king because he had to put the king in the center of the board, but now it's a little tactic for you, black, to play and win something. It's not so difficult, and you can see if you just play good moves, good looking moves, then you're going to win a lot of games. And here the tactic is rook take to c4. During the game he just captured here, but it's another a funny story. If he just plays something like that, I can increase the pressure. Maybe he can play something like that in order to protect the bishop, and I can take this pawn again. It's a logical scenario, it could happen during the game. But here he just captured, after that he just captured my rook, I recaptured there, and now he's completely losing, completely. He can resign here actually the game, because you can see I have a very nice route for my king. I can go there, I can start collecting his pawns, even I can sacrifice my rook for one of his pawns in order to win. It's so winning, so easily winning. But he played this one, and now we have a very nice prophylactic move. Strong players are thinking about that and said, okay, I have an attacking move, right? But don't be one mover. Don't just think one move ahead only. You need to calculate a little further, because after king rook to h2, I'm attacking this pawn, but he has this move bishop to e6. You see? For that reason I played this prophylactic move king to d6. Now he don't have this defense, and this pawn is doomed actually. He cannot do anything in order to protect this pawn. And now he played this one, I played there, and now I just captured a pawn. He went here. Obviously he's threatening one of my pawns, so I stopped this one. He played another bad positional move. I went there, here, and now we have another tactic. What are you going to play here actually? You see, if you just play good moves, if you have good position, the tactics is going to work in your favor. And here we have this g4 move, it's very nice. I played this one, and actually he cannot really take here because I have this check. He can block it, and now I can start pushing my pawns. Maybe he can go here, and after this I can just capture his bishop, and I can start pushing the pawn. The king can run to the pawn, but I'm going to collect his queenside pawns, and I'm going to win with these ones, with b and a. So it's another good time here to resign. After this move f5, it's another good way to resign, but he just played here, I went there, and after this I just capture with a rook, because I don't care for the material. I'm winning the pawn endgame. He has to resign here actually, because he's winning, right? What he's hoping for. But he just continue playing, and this is ridiculous for players with 2100 elo players on chess to continue playing like that. As I told you, you should resign when you understand that you are losing. And probably this player understood that he is losing, but his ego, he didn't allow him to resign. This is not good, because you have to analyze yourself and understand when you're losing. You can fight before these situations. I just capture here, there, I just capture his pawns, start pushing my own pawns, and you can see the position is completely losing. And now after this we have to be little careful, because his only chance, only hope is to run inside with his king, right? Just I played this one, and after this I kill his dreams, and now again he can resign. It's even easier now to understand that black is going to create a new queen here, right? And when you are learning this checkmate with queen a king against the enemy king, very early, right? But he continued, played something like that. We played these moves, and now I just created a rook actually, because I can create a rook, I can checkmate with a rook, and now he resigns actually. Would you like to become sure and get stable result at chess? Then I'm recommending you this training program divided in years according to FIDE rating. For example, 800, 1000, 1100, 1200. and if you click in any of these links, then you can see the curriculum of each lesson. Here you can see a small video and a very detailed description of the lesson. Please also notice that you can see a lot of puzzles. Try to solve them. We have puzzles with 10 questions for every single training program. It's completely free and you can try it out. The basic methodology of the training program is that we get the basic ideas, then we have illustrative chess examples, specific exercises for each theoretical lesson, and last but not least the final conclusions. The main difference from other programs is that here we are going to analyze the typical opening errors, how to avoid them, the characteristic middle game errors of each level, learn the basic end games, and last but not least the visualization program. This is very important because it will help you to foresee the chess move ahead and calculate better comparing to your opponents. You can get the package of 4 of these training programs, which contain 95 theoretical lessons, approximately 780 minutes. It analyzed 800 games in this fantastic final price. So time for action is now, and click the link in the description. Okay, bad performance, and I'm going to show you 2 other games from another player. It's this one, and it's very strange actually, because this guy he's not playing good chess. He has 1700 elo on daily, and actually only chess daily it's extremely hard to play and pass 1500 elo points. Almost every player there is cheating. And here you can see something extremely strange. In this game he just won, this guy won, but he has 94%. 94%. It means in 10 moves he's playing 9 best moves of the computer. It's amazing how he's playing. He just won another player. And let's scroll down to see something else. Now he has 1700 elo, approximately my elo is there. I'm trying to grow to go further, but I have some difficulties. I have 1700 elo like this guy. And the amazing thing is that in daily 960 it's more difficult to play 960. He has 2000 elo. It's very high rating, but his blitz rating is 1200 elo points. My rating is 2300 elo points. You can understand the difference, right? But let's see, he has this blitz rating, and when he is thinking in long way, when he has a lot of time actually, he can play 1700, right? But if you see his rapid rating here, he has 1000 elo. I can understand why he has these ratings. These ratings are not connected actually. And let's see some of the games. This is one of my first games, and here you can see how badly he's playing. He just chose this variation, okay, and now he played d6, blocking his own bishop, and after this move he just played this move, knight to c6. No good player is going to play this move, because every strong player can understand here that black should play this move c5. Actually c5. If you have less than 1000 elo, you can play something like that. And the game just continues. I cannot punish him actually in the opening. We just played these moves, and now after castling, and this one I'm controlling the game, the center successfully with these fantastic pieces. He played another move, rook to e8. How it's possible for a player to have 1700 elo player and play this move, rook to e8? Why he just played this move actually? He cannot really open up the file here. It's impossible to open up the file. This move, it's characteristic for very weak players, for the beginner players actually. He don't have any plan, he just played this one. I played there, he went here, I played queen there, he put the knight back actually. Now he's threatening to capture my pawn, so I just pin his own knight. If he exchanges everything here on d4, I'm going to capture his rook. Thanks to his move actually, I have some little tactics in order to protect everything. And now he just played this one. I drop back the bishop because I'm protecting everything, my center. He has closed up his queen, and after this I overprotected my center. He played this move. Okay, it's not a bad move, and after this he played there. I played now the move h4. This is a very nice attacking move because I'd like to create some attack and put the knight on g5. You should not play this move automatically actually, because you need to calculate. And I calculated something and now he fell into the trap. He just played this move. And now white is winning. Can you find the winning tactic? And the winning tactic is queen to e4, because we are threatening here to take on h7 and we are threatening the bishop. If this bishop went on e7, then we have check, king f8 and mate on h8, right? So he just played this move here. I just captured the bishop, and here it's a very nice time to resign the game. You just played the move. I don't know if he thinks if this one or not, but here it's nice time to resign, because you will have a piece down and nothing dramatically will happen. And after this I just exchanged the queens. He played this one here, and after that I just try to attack his rook. Obviously he has to remove his rook from there, but he's trying to open up the center right now without activity, creating more weaknesses. Takes, I'm going to exchange more pieces. He played this one, more exchanges, and now there. I'd like to take his own bishop actually, to exchange more pieces. And now he played another bad move. He played this one. Why he's playing this one? Forcing me to accelerate my plan, because my plan is to capture and capture, you see. But he played this one and now he's losing another pawn. Another time to resign, because you don't have anything to do, right? I have one more piece, I have fantastic center, the position is winning. But he just played here, and after that this one, try to protect the pawn. This bishop is completely tied down because behind these pawns now he don't have a bright future. And after this he played there and I give a check. Now he played another bad move actually. Why he's continue playing such moves? You can resign and you can play another player close to your rating actually, in order to understand chess, because this move is another ridiculous move. He's just sacrificing the rook, takes, and now I just take there and I have an extra rook. I protected my pawn, I'm protecting my rook obviously, and after this I don't allow him to go inside to find some counterplay. I played this move, and after this I just played here to exchange the rook. So now he resigned that game. We have another game with this player. We are just playing right now this game, and we start playing here the opening. He played one of the bad mistakes. He just pinned my knight. This is one of the key attackers actually. He has to put it here on d3 and try to create something in the king side. If he just played these moves, such moves, it's terrible to see such moves actually, because he don't understand the Caro-Kann. He don't understand how to play chess. To exchange his bishop, he's going to lose 2 tempi in order to capture my knight and just develop it there in the center of the board, right? It's not good to do this exchange. And please also notice that I'm not going to win material here with queen a4, because he can block the check with knight to c3. It's not the best setup actually, but he can block everything. The game continued like this, and now he played another move. Try to increase the pressure on c6. You're not going to capture this knight. I'm overprotecting this knight. This is a very bad move actually. I can't understand why he has so big elo points and he's playing moves like that. And after this he captures, recaptures, and now he played that one, threatening here to checkmate me or to capture the pawn on f7. I develop my pieces. He played this one, and now he's threatening some discoveries with knight to g6, so I played this one, castling. And after that the bad scenario in Caro-Kann is just to exchange some pieces without reason, because you're going to have a lot of problems on the queen side. And after this he just exchanged everything here, and he has huge problems on the queen side. As you can see, I start pressing the pawns right now, and he played forth and back. He has to protect the pawn. I played this one to exchange queens actually, to threaten this one. He played there. I captured the exchange the queens, continue playing some pressing moves on the queen side. And now he just found a nice move actually to play this move, because I will continue building everything, but he just found a good move. I capture with the pawn, maybe not the best, but it doesn't matter. And now after such moves he played here, and now he's threatening my pawn, and this knight is very strong. And in order to prolong the game, to fight for the initiative, I took the decision here to capture with the rook. It's not a huge decision, critical decision. It doesn't bring all the bridges actually, because after this I have a powerful pawn here, and I have some chances, still I have chances, good chances to fight for something. He went here, I just improved a little bit my king, I'm playing some passive moves, what else to do, and now he started pushing his pawns. And the good news for him is that he don't have a lot of active things to do. And after that, played this, exchanging some pawns, and now he played a plan that I cannot really understand. He just played the rook here. Why to continue pushing his pawns here? Maybe he would like to activate the rook from there. It is a little more logical to play the move or the rook on h1, but he just played this one, and now he is losing the game thanks to the tactics. Very simple tactics, because after this it's a trap actually, because I'd like to improve the position of my king to bad errors actually. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to move it very fast forward. We are approximately here, yeah, and I played there. This is a little trap. He continued pushing the pawns forward, and now he's losing because I can take, and after this I threaten his rook. If he rook goes away, then we have a double threat on e4. So he was forced to capture here, recapture, takes there, protecting the pawn actually. And after this and this, every strong player can understand now that black is winning actually. It's winning because this king is cut off, and now we're going to collect more material. He don't have counterplay. But let's continue. It's not the best time to resign here, let's say. But after this, here I improve the position of my rook. He went there again, and now I'm just creating a passed pawn. Takes, and after this I just push the pawn forward. Now it's even more clear that black is winning because this rook cannot stop the pawn. The king is cut it off, he cannot help in the defense, and I'm going to push forward the pawn, and after rook h1 I'm start pushing my king forward, and I'm going to create a new queen. Now it's a nice time to resign actually, because he don't have anything to do. But he just give a check. I went here, he went there, I just pushed the pawn. He's forced to put this one, I played this one, and now after some checks I'm going to run there, and I'm threatening to create a new queen. Right. He played a very tricky move actually now. He played this one because he would like to capture my pawn here, maybe to create some troubles, and obviously I played this. And now it is his move. He has 21 more hours to play something. I guess that he is going to play something like king to c5. I'm going to play the rook here on f4. He is going to give two more checks. I'm going to hide my king behind the pawn on f2, right, or on f2 behind the rook, so he is not going to have any more checks. He is going to play this rook back on e7. I'm going to create a new queen, so he has to sacrifice the rook, and my rook here from f4 is overprotecting this pawn. Step by step I'm going forward to collect his own pawn here, as you can see, step by step, and he don't have other good ideas to do, and it will take some days or 1 week actually to play this game and finalize this game here. But actually it's a nice time for him to resign because he don't have any good moves to play. He is going to lose in any case here, and if you have above 1000 elo you can understand that you're going to lose. And finally here let me show you another game. This is one of my games. I didn't play correctly in the opening. I was a little disappointed here. I played with George Finokaliotis, a very strong player, approximately 2100 elo player, FIDE rating, very strong player. We had a lot of draws and interesting games, but right now I didn't play correctly. And after his move here f4, I just resigned. I just resigned because he's threatening the knight, and if I go somewhere with the knight, maybe he has this check, and after that he can collect my rook, right? This is the point, and I resigned here. I didn't took a correct decision because it's white's turn, and white can save the game. The position is approximately equal, and this is one of my very rare games actually in which I resigned in approximately equal position. Even Svidler did this one, to resign in equal position, and many other players. But here it's white's turn, and you have a move here. In this lesson actually I don't suggest you to resign too early. You need to be fighting all of the times, but sometimes when the position is completely clear you should resign. Right now we have an answer here. It's white's turn, and he can save the game. Can you find the correct solution? It's white's turn. Thanks for your time and I hope you enjoyed the video. Here it's time for action. This is the initial page of my website and here you can click Give me access to get access to free lessons. You can read this page and if you scroll down, here you can add your name and your email. After that, you're going to take a free lesson how to avoid chess blunders. So, time for action is now and you're very welcome to join my mail list.